Okay, we're good. We're fine. Uh, that was just, it was just, it is what it is. I got distracted by her pink shield, but she's wearing the pink ring. We're gonna end breast cancer by playing this LP. Where was I? No, yeah, like I was saying, Tom Cruise, he just didn't understand. Shit, I can't get that emerald now. He didn't understand how passionately my guinea pig felt about her role, or sorry, excuse me, his role as the leading lady in a movie that was supposed to be about gender identities. That was the whole thing. Like, that was the catch. This movie was about gender roles and how our society fucking doesn't play into them. We don't understand them. It was supposed to be this romantic comedy where... How did I get an extra life from that? Oh, right, points. Whatever. Anyways, it was supposed to be this romantic comedy with a woman and Tom Cruise, and they have this gay son who grows up to be the president, the first gay president of the United States. And he signs this peace treaty with Uganda, and everybody realizes that gays or transsexuals and everybody is just the same, and anybody can run the country. That's the whole point of the movie, is that it doesn't matter if you like the dick or the vajayjay, you can run the country. And like I said, Tom Cruise was willing to go the whole 9 yards with my guinea pig just to prove a point. And I understand his passion. I mean, I come from a long line of hunky males in acting positions who are willing to seduce female guinea pigs trapped in male guinea pigs' bodies, or vice versa, just to prove a political point. I understand that. I got where he was coming from. But that's not what it's about. I mean, it's about the personal voyage of a guinea pig. How can you not smash these things when you're... Okay, there we go. Sorry. I digress. Amy's hammer is just not the same as I expected it to be. No, where was I? So my guinea pig gets fed up with Hollywood. She gets fed up with the scene, and she just doesn't want to be there. And her dad started boozing it up, and her mom has just been, not helpful. And I understand that. I come from a broken family, my biological dad, man, he's probably sucking dick in Georgia to make a living. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But I said, let's go home. Let's go back to a simpler time, back in Minnesota, and we can get you that new water bottle that you want, and we can get you a good, fellow transsexual, gender oppressed guinea pig mate, and you can do whatever it is that two guinea pigs do when they're in love. And so my talent agent, he comes back to me, he comes back to me on the plane. I'm on my way back on the plane to come home from Hollywood. And he says, Cole, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't do this. You can't run out. You have a contractual obligation to produce this movie with Tom Cruise and your guinea pig. And Peckerhead, my guinea pig, God bless her. I mean, having to put up with all this, I understand. It's difficult. Show business is tough. It really is. It's stressful. And she just gives me this look, and I feel the vibes, you get those looks that you just can't say no to. And she says, don't take me back home. I want to do this movie. I don't care if Tom Cruise wants to make out with me, and I'm sure he's got a great set of kissing lips. And even though I don't agree with his sexual remarks, and I'm not the kind of person they wanted to cast in this movie, I'll do the scene. I'll go back. Let's not go back home to Minnesota. Let's stay here in Hollywood. I want to do the scene. I want to do the makeout scene with Tom Cruise. And I didn't know what to say at the time. I still don't know what to say, because when someone is so willing to sacrifice what they believe in as an individual, as a mammal, trapped in another mammal's body, just to do a movie with Tom Cruise to make me happy and my talent agent happy. I don't know. It's just been a voyage, that's for sure. And I've never been so pleased in my life to see. I just need a minute here. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm back. I was crying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I mean, I was moved remembering this story, and I mean, mind you that this happened back in 1995. God, me and Peckerhead used to go to the casino before the whole Tom Cruise thing. I'm sorry, I need another minute. Alright, I'm back. It's just, it's hard when you lose a family member, because this guinea pig, it was a family member. It was the closest thing I ever had to a brother. And a brother trapped in a sister's body. And I realize now that when your brother or your sister trapped in your brother's body, your brother's trapped in your sister's body, it doesn't matter. When they go to Hollywood and they sacrifice so much, their personal values, just to do a movie with Tom Cruise about some romantic comedy that might touch the hearts of, what, 2 people? And maybe a film critic, some fat fucking Holly, LA, who's judging our movie. It doesn't matter, because that's the dream. That's the dream of every artist, every actor, everybody who has been in that situation. Ooh, I gotta get this here. Anyways, what I'm saying is that it all boils down to what you care about in life, Whether or not you relate to the male dichotomy or the female dichotomy or any of those gender paradigms, it doesn't matter. You can become a Hollywood star, and you can make millions of dollars by making out with Tom Cruise in a movie, some quirky movie that could have been written by somebody who did fanfics for a living when they were 16 years old. It doesn't matter. It's just all about passion and love and care for your fellow man. But to this day, it's been like almost 20 years now. It's gonna be 2015 like that, and I will not have seen my guinea pig since then, because ever since that day, I almost drowned her mom and dad. Just, I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point. 160 rings? God damn. How many people does Amy have to propose to? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, she loves Sonic, but she needs all these rings to, like, what? Propose to 1 million men? 6 rings to go. Come on. I need rings. I better get this emerald. Ah. It's alright. It happens. God, I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette and some scotch. Just take me back to the good old days, The days where I too would look precariously over the casino before I gambled all my money away. It's alright. It's okay. Oh, what? That is not what I meant to do. I don't know, this is more complicated. I'll be on the level with you. I mean, I've been reminiscing for the past like 20 minutes, and that's fine. I'm glad I've been reminiscing. I needed to get that out of my system. But this is so much more complicated. Like, the buttons do different things. Oh, I couldn't get 100 rings? What the fuck? Alright, lost my cool there. I could have used the extra life. Now, I'll be honest, I am playing this on an emulator. Because, there never was the popular remake of Sonic 2 where you got to play as Amy released. I'm sure there's a bootleg of this same ROM hack on a Sega Genesis cartridge in Japan somewhere that some fanboy at Nintendo made. I would not be surprised. But no, I'm playing this on an emulator for logistical reasons. And I do intend to beat the whole game and see what Super Amy looks like. But that might be difficult considering I haven't been getting the emeralds very well. But we're gonna try. I mean, we'll see what we can do here. Here we go. Fuck. Shit. It's okay. Man, that reminds me of the time that I got several needles put in my body because, I mean, when I was in Hollywood, I had an acupuncturist, and his name was Mr. Hokiro, and he was just he was Hollywood's premier you know, you can go down there and ask any celebrity. I guarantee you they went to Mr. Hokiro because his acupuncture clinic was like the best of the best. And you don't meet people who can stick needles in other people's bodies for money that often and be the best at it. So I go down there. Because, you know, managing a guinea pig is high stress. It is. You have to understand that. And I go down there to his parlor, and he says, "Oh, Cole-san, you seem to be suffering from many debilitating stress disorders. How can I help you today?" And I said, "Mr. Hokiro, you could not be any farther from the truth. I'm fine." Because, you know, when in Hollywood, you have to lie to everybody, especially Asians, because they, you know, they respect you more if you lie to their faces. It's all about honor. I said, "No, I'm fine, Mr. Hokiro, I'm fine. I don't need your treatment today because I might look stressed. I might be drinking a lot of coffee and doing a lot of crack and trying to manage this you know, mammal's career, but I'm fine." And he said, "Cole-san, I see through you. You need to talk to my good friend, Mr. Yamaguchi." And he ended up giving me the brush off, or what at that point in time I thought was a brush off, to a different specialist, some Japanese massage parlor guy. And I mean, Tails, what the... Sorry. I'm just a little distracted because everything is tinted pink in this game for some reason. We're trying to raise breast cancer awareness. You have to understand that. But Tails looks like he's really pink. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the minor jackpot. But where was I? So I had just gotten my my inner thighs massaged by Dr. Yamaguchi. And he was telling me how much tension gets stored in the body through your inner thighs. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. How can you store tension in your inner thighs? I mean, tension, I thought that was like a neck and back kind of thing. He's like, no, Cole-san, you listen to me. Yes, tension is stored in the inner thighs. If you do not rub them vigorously on a weekly basis, it will never be released. And I'm like, you know, I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. I can feel that difference when you have a Japanese man, middle-aged guy rubbing your inner thighs. You understand where